top Pele. He's wanted it very nicely into Kane. He scores for 5-0. What a finish!
Yeah, hello. Welcome to my channel. Six Yard Box is all about football 247. We're looking at the football for the weekend this weekend. It's all about the international this weekend. Nigeria played against Algeria yesterday. I'm going to have a review of that. Look at the Premier League so far, and then look at the transfers so far. That's the plan. So, what what we're gonna do first is we're gonna look at the games Premier League so far. After 4 games, Everton is still top of the table. I'm gonna talk about the table that much because it's only 4 games. To be honest, there's nothing to talk about. It's been good. It's been good game. There's been loads of goals. Defensively, it's been shocking. Some of the results. I'm just gonna look at some of the highlights of the 4 games. I'm gonna look at my team first. Tottenham. We played 4 games so far. Everton, we lost 1-0. Played Southampton. We won 5-1. Newcastle was 1-1, which was a bit iffy. The last minute penalty, and then we beat Man U 6-1. I'm looking at the Man U game. It was a good game. Tottenham played really well. We pressed high. There was loads of energy in that game. Loads of energy from Tottenham. Tottenham pressed really high. Newcastle, Man U, they played with the two one defensive midfielder, which was Matic, and I think that played into Tottenham's hand because basically Tottenham just pressed them high. Liverpool, Man U had no cover in the middle because they played with just one defensive midfielder. Pogba and Bruno were not defensive minded enough for me. Defensively, Man U they were not up to scratch on that day. I think Tottenham pressed them high, and just basically overran them. Scored 6 goals. They could have scored more goals. It was a good game. Tottenham won 6-1. And I think they deserved it. The red card was a bit of I think both players should have been sent off or given a yellow card. But according to the rules, if you raise your hand to somebody's face, it's a red card. But the rules are the rules. There's nothing you can do about that. You just have to go with it. So I guess that takes care of itself, to be honest. So looking at the other game of the weekend, that was the Villa Liverpool game, which was 7-2. Villa won. That was a surprise to everybody, to be honest. Even now, everybody was shocked. Liverpool played a really high line, which Villa exploited. I didn't think Villa were going to score 7, but they did score 7, which was a bit of a pain. They did score 7. It was one of those games that you just one of those weird games that you just look at. You can't stop what's going on as a player, because every time Villa attacked, Liverpool were playing an high line. They were all in a straight line, and there was no pressure on the ball. And every time Liverpool just exploited. Villa just exploited them. They had about 2-3 one-on-ones. Only Watkins, he could have scored couple of goals. He scored 3 goals. So yeah, that was surprising. That was a surprise. That was a surprise result. I didn't expect that. From Liverpool. That was it's one of those games that you look at and you think you don't understand how that happened. It was strange. It was weird. It was crazy. It was one of those crazy games that you can't do anything about. So yeah, it was one of those games that you can't do anything about. You just have to keep watching. Just have to keep watching the game and just watch it all the way to the end. So it was a good game. Liverpool won. Sorry, Villa won 7-2, and that was the end of that. It was one of those games that you just it happens sometimes. So it was 7-2. Liverpool won, and sorry, Villa won, and they deserved it. It was a shock to the Premier League. It's one of those crazy results that we've seen so far this year. Seen a lot of crazy results, and it's just one of those things that you watch and then you look and you enjoy. Really, if you like attacking football, Liverpool fans were in shock, but it's good for them to have a taste of what it feels like to be to concede seven. But I think it's just a good thing for the league. Everybody's like waking up now. The results have been crazy. I think most of the teams are suffering from lack of proper preseason. That's why we're seeing all these dodgy, crazy results. So after 4 games, I think everything will settle after 10 games. I think. So yeah, so that's just a quick review of the Premier League. Looking at the transfers, going to look at the transfers quickly. Arsenal signed Partey on the last day, which is a good signing for them. Is it going to be the same player at Arsenal as it was at Atletico? We'll wait and see, because I believe he's got better quality of players around him at Atletico than Arsenal. So, but I still think it's going to do a lot of beats for them. It's going to do a lot of good stuff for Arsenal, because he's a very good player. Covers the ground, end to end midfielder, box to box. So I think it's going to be good for them. Arsenal, Man U made some signing on the last day. They signed a couple of young players, which I don't really know much of. But you can only wait and see what they're going to turn out into. You never know with all these young players, especially if you've never seen them play before. You can't really judge, so you just have to wait and see what they can do, really. So we just have to wait and see what they can do. We got they signed Cavani on the last day. He's knocking on a little bit, 34, 35, but he's got all the experience. He's won everything. He's a big game player. I think it's going to be a good addition to the squad. He's going on a bit, but I think he's going to bring something to the table as well. I know they wanted to sign Sancho. That didn't come true. So I guess we just have to continue now until January, when they can sign players. So a couple of teams signed some players. Villa made some good signing with the Watkins. Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle signed Callum Wilson, which is a good signing. Everton signed a couple of players. They signed Hernandez. What's his name? They signed Dakore from Watford. They signed Alan from Napoli. They made some good signings. A lot of the clubs signed. Some of the clubs signed some good players. Tottenham, I think personally, they got good window as well, because they brought in players in key positions, right back, centre, defensive midfielder, striker to support Harry Kane. They didn't get a centre back which they really wanted to, but they might still get that with Joe Rodden from Swansea, which they're still looking at trying to negotiate a fee for around about 18 million or less. So that one is still in the pipes. They're trying to get that over the line. I hope they do. That will give a lot of competition to the team as well, as Tottenham is my team, so I would really want them to do well in the Premier League. So the transfer was actually very good. It was really good for most of the teams, and it was interesting to watch teams sign players that they need. So we just have to wait and see how these players get used to the Premier League, because the Premier League is a difficult league. You can't compare it to any league in the world. It's so difficult, it's so quick, fast. Loads of games as well. So we just have to wait and see how these players cope. Tottenham signed a striker as well, which was good, a backup striker for Harry Kane. And you see what happens. Moving on quickly to all the internationals. England played a friendly against Wales, and they won 3-0. They won 3-0. It was a good game. I saw a little bit of it. I didn't really watch it that much. Wales were missing some of the key players like Gareth Bale. And England, it was an easy win for England. They won that one convincingly. Then I did a watch along for the Algeria game yesterday, friendly. The watch along didn't come out right, so uh, if you want to watch it, you can still watch it in the videos. It was the audio was not working properly, so I just left it. But the plan is to leave it on for a little bit, and we're gonna take it down. But the good news is there's gonna be more watch alongs coming up. Tomorrow I'm gonna be watching Belgium, England. I think that's at 5 o'clock. I'm not sure what the kickoff is, but you can check. If you subscribe to the channel, like the content, subscribe and likes as well. Then you can see when the stream is gonna be live tomorrow, so you can catch me tomorrow for the England versus Belgium game. Then on Monday I'm gonna watch Nigeria, Tunisia as well. I'm gonna watch that one as well. I think there's actually two games tomorrow, so I might do two watch alongs tomorrow. So it's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. Loads of football. If you like your football, like quality football content, quality football chats and discussions, this is where you want to be. 6 yard box. You want to be in the 6 yard box with me. So that's the plan. And so that's about international friendly. So looking at the Nigerian game yesterday, Nigeria was a good game end to end. Nigeria was missing so many players. There were some new players in the squad. Game kicked off very well. The first half, Algeria scored an early goal. Nigeria came into it. It was like an end to end kind of game. Nigeria didn't actually take control of that game, which we normally do. We play possessive, powerful football. Nigeria are missing Ndidi, Aribo, and a Etebo in the middle, and that showed a lot. Although Sheyi Ajayi from West Brom stepped into that midfield, and he did a good job. From what I saw of him yesterday, he did a good job. The Nigerian keeper was okay too as well. The defensive wall of Balogun and I can't remember the other centre back's name now. They did well as well. Yeah, they were solid. Ebuichi on the right wing, right back was okay as well, making good runs. Iwobi played really well. He had one of the best chances for Nigeria actually when he came into the middle. Then his shot went just wide, which was a good move actually from Nigeria, but it just went wide from Iwobi. It was a good game. It was end to end. It's a friendly, so that's all. Friendly is all about performances, and hopefully Nigeria playing Tunisia next week, we'll see a more stable, a little bit more understanding from the team going into that game against Tunisia, which I'll be doing a watch along for on Monday, 7:45 UK time. That's the time of the watch along. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see me shout and scream. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to watch that with me. We're gonna be analyzing the game after as well. I'm looking forward to the future with the Nigerian team. I think they got some qualifiers to play in the African Nations Cup as well. So that's gonna be next year, I think. So so on Monday, join me for that one, 7:45. 7:45 for the Nigeria Tunisia friendly. So I should be doing a watch along for that one as well. So so that's been a quick wrap up of what's been going on during the week, this weekend, all the internationals, and looking back at the Premier League so far. Going forward over the coming weekend on Friday, there's going to be a Premier League preview, which I'll be looking at the games over the weekend. I'm predicting my results, and then on Saturday and Sunday I'll be doing a couple of watch alongs with some games, key games over the weekend. I'll be obviously Tottenham. As a Tottenham fan, I'm going to be doing a watch along for the Tottenham game as well. So that's one of the things. That's the main reason for this channel. But I welcome everybody that wants to talk about football. Welcome everybody onto the platform. Want to send me a message, comment, I'll put the link in the description if you want to send me an email. And if you want to subscribe, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the likes button as well. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much everyone for listening, for watching this video. Subscribe, like I said, if you like the content. Look out for the watch alongs, which are going to be coming tomorrow with England versus Belgium. Thank you very much everyone. Make sure you're safe. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, make sure you keep it in the 6-yard box, because that's where the action is. Thank you very much. Stay safe and good night.